Everyone are welcome. As you're probably all aware, William Hague and Sir Tony Blair have been pushing again for ID cards, digital ID cards, the precursor for digital slavery, in my honest opinion.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Well, it seems that the pushback that people like yourselves and ourselves are doing is working. As the Tories have come out with this, there's no plans to introduce ID. Rishi Sunak rejects Tony Blair's digital identity plan. I don't believe him, do you? Global interests are what drive our political class. Look at Bozo wanting to work with NATO now. Favours for later. Makes you wonder what he did in return. Well, we know what he did. He stopped peace in Ukraine, didn't he? The only reason Rishi Sunak's saying this is due to the pushback by you amazing people. More and more people are waking up to this global removal of our rights. Sir Tony Blair's attempt to revive his hated ID card dream was on Wednesday rejected by Downing Street. The ex-Prime Minister joined forces with former rival Lord Hague to campaign for a digital identity record that could be stored on a mobile phone. Passports, anyone? We want to seize the papers. How many times have they denied something that was later proven to be true and in the process in secret? That just happens to fall in line with global backing, I might add. It would include details from passports, driving licenses, tax records, qualifications and right to work status. It include a lot more than that, in my opinion. It's a slippery slope, isn't it? It's the start of the slippery slope. Sir Tony and the ex-Tory leader said it would bring the country up to date with the technological revolution. New World Order, one world government, anyone? Global luxury communism. You'll own nothing and we will own everything, but you'll be happy or we will restrict you till you are. What did the chief advisor for Schwab and the World Economic Forum say? Oh yeah, we'll all be useless eaters, but we can be placated with video games and drugs. Sir Tony was behind a failed attempt to introduce mandatory physical ID cards during his time at Number 10. That failed then too, everyone, due to privacy removal with very little benefit, if any, to the people. Silky Carlo, director and campaign group Big Brother Watch, said the plan would be one of the biggest assaults on privacy ever seen in the UK. You're damn right it would. Sir Tony and Lord Hague suggested a shake-up of Whitehall, including digital IDs for every citizen, a national health infrastructure that uses data to improve care and keep costs down, and sovereign AI systems backed by supercomputing capabilities. Sovereign AI systems. Why do we need AI systems when we're the ones that are designing them? Wouldn't that be like paying twice for one person's job? But this is what the technological revolution is all about, isn't it? It's to take away our rights and leave them just with them. In my opinion, Lord Hague and Sir Tony are a traitorous pair of bar stewards. It continues. Other recommendations include appointing executive ministers from outside Parliament to rewire Whitehall's approach to science and technology. In other words, unelected bureaucrats to dictate what we can and can't do, and us unable to remove them. That's what that means. Using artificial intelligence to help teachers in schools. Oh, here we go. Safety, help. It's going to make it easier and take away your rights, but shh, don't tell everyone that. And provide personalised support to pupils at home and offering tax breaks to stimulate pension fund investment in UK startups. So think of the children, everyone. Think of your granny. It's for them. Honest. Now, before any naysayers are out there saying that we've had national ID cards before, yes, we have, during the war. But, and here is the kicker, Sir Winston Churchill scrapped identity cards in a bonfire of wartime controls. In other words, he scrapped a hell of a lot of the controls put in place during the wartime to, and his words were, set the people free. Now, Churchill would be turning his grave at this point, wouldn't he, seeing what these bought and paid for by global corporations and organisation leaders are doing to the nations. He's set us free, they want to lock us up again. And yet, against this legacy of our hard-won freedom, some politicians who lack the British appetite for liberty have since relentlessly rallied to reinstate population ID card systems under various guises, packaging them as vital solutions to fight terrorism, to control immigration, and even to protect us from lurgy and other future pandemics. But in an increasingly technocratic world, ID cards are the policy that just won't flush, like a floating turd, or like Tony bloody Blair, or the elites. and the global corporations. Now, if you didn't know, there's a cross-party consensus and a huge amount of funding supporting invasive population management systems like this, to which our traditional British values of liberty and personal privacy are an obstacle. All funded by global interests, obviously. The digital identity-backed database states Sir Tony is describing would be one of the biggest assaults on privacy ever seen in the UK. It would increase state control over our lives with little benefit to the public, which is exactly why it was thrown out when Blair tried to do it when he was in power. Precisely the reasons cited, actually. Now, it was scrapped originally in 2010, so 13 years later and back again he is. Now, what's my opinion on this? Well, globalist leaders and elites and corporations want nothing more than a serf class. You and me, doing as we're told and not having the ability to do anything else. They've said it many, many times. What are the terms used? Oh yeah, useless eaters, unneeded population, etc, etc. The political spectrum, in my honest opinion, is useless. Left, right, up, down is all irrelevant, as are the sheeple just wanting to feed the crocodile in hopes of being eaten last. This is an assault on us all by globalist scum corporations and politicians and money whores to the highest bidder with the best retirement package. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. We have a common enemy, everyone. Globalist corporations with the big bucks buying our nations from under our feet. Enough of the division, enough of the left, right, the far left, the far right. We're all in this boat together at the minute against the globalist corporations. They are dividing us on purpose because they know when they've divided us, we stay conquered. They want us fighting each other and not fighting what really matters. The erosion of our children's freedoms and liberties and their children's and their children's. Once they put this in place, they will never, ever, ever take it away again. Not like Winston Churchill did just after the war. Set the people free, and they want to set the people into chains. Disgraceful. Let me know what you think. Stay sane. I'll see you on the next one.